Did you miss me? Yeah, sure, I'm kind of late to the game when it comes to talking about S-Cinetone on the A7S III, but what a wise man once said, better late than never. The goal of today's video really is just to give you guys some good comparison footage of all the different picture profiles on the Sony A7S III and give some of my thoughts and conclusions on what I think of S-Cinetone and if I even use it. It's been a while, so if you don't know me, my name's Dustin, your video tour guide, and please keep your arms and legs inside your chairs at all times. Oh, and two things. I made a little short film for you guys to watch, all shot in S-Cinetone with no color grading done to the footage, and we'll watch that after the intro. I also want to give a huge thanks to Skillshare, who is the sponsor of today's video. With that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. What'd you guys think? Now, personally, I'm in love with S-Cinetone. So far using it, it is a great picture profile if you're not looking to do much color grading in post and you're needing to save a bunch of time. Since the firmware update, I've pretty much shot everything in S-Cinetone, including all the stuff at my full-time job. However, that doesn't mean that it doesn't have its disadvantages, which we will get into later. First, I'm just going to show you some comparisons between all the different picture profiles in a controlled environment and mostly focusing on the skin tone. Now keep in mind, there are different reasons and scenarios you should choose a different picture profile, but for today, I'm just going to focus on comparing them. In a future video, maybe I'll talk about all the different profiles and why you'd use them. As far as the log profiles, all I did was a Rec. 709 conversion, but one other thing to keep in mind on some of the picture profiles, you would probably make some adjustments like adding in some contrast or taking back your highlights a bit or increasing shadows. But for the sake of comparison, I didn't do any of that except for, of course, the Rec. 709 conversion on the log footage. So I'm just going to let you guys watch the comparisons and you can form your own opinion of S-Cinetone. Now, I assume a lot of you watching this video may not own the A7S III and you're considering an upgrade. Or maybe you're completely new to the videography world and you're considering buying the A7S III because it's a great camera for video and photos for that matter. Whether you are new or you have years of experience, it's always a great idea to learn new skills to help along your journey from a place like Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with tons of inspiring classes for creators like you and me. You can explore new skills relating to videography, or maybe you have some other passions that you are wanting to explore and deepen your knowledge. There's seriously like an endless supply of topics to discover and explore, like for example, color grading, motion graphics, even how to make an indie short film. Personally, I've been watching a topic by Thomas Frank called Productivity for Creatives. Basically, in the class, he teaches you how to create systems in your head and in the real world so you can accomplish your creative work more efficiently and effectively. The classes are specifically curated for learning, which means they're very digestible to watch and there are no ads to slow down your learning process so you can stay focused. They're always launching new premium classes so you can literally take your learning and knowledge to new heights or discover new topics and hobbies that you're passionate about. Skillshare is offering the first 1,000 of my subscribers who click the link in the description a free trial of their premium membership so you can explore your creativity even further. Now, moving on to these next clips, I wanted to give another comparison in a less controlled environment, comparing the dynamic range of S-Cinetone and other picture profiles. So let's take a look. Now, as you can see, S-Cinetone is not really a great picture profile if you need dynamic range. I exposed these to try and get as much detail as I could without making me a black silhouette. Now, there are different ways you can try to maximize your dynamic range in post by making adjustments to your shadows or highlights, kind of like this. Now, in this shot in particular, I probably could have shot it so there were more details in the sky and brought up my shadows, but there are problems that happen in your image when you do this. My point is, if you need dynamic range, S-Cinetone may not be the way to go. Like I mentioned though, we can get more in depth in another video on different picture profiles on the Sony A7S III and when you might want to use them. For now, that's all I got for this video. Let me know down in the comments what you think of S-Cinetone. I'd be really curious to know what your guys' thoughts are. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, be sure to give it a triple thumbs up. And if you support me, be sure to check out the links in the description, but you can also support me by hitting the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified of future uploads. Until the next video though, happy filming. For those curious, I can solve a Rubik's Cube. Watch. And there you have it.